Good day everyone, we are Group 4 and in this video we are going to be presenting our topic which is the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities. So here are our members. Decadet Cuerda Fritz Luis Cuerda, Decadet Cuerda Mark Van Anthony, Decadet Cueva Aljun, and Decadet Dizon Dave Paulo. Course outcome. To demonstrate thorough knowledge and understanding of the content, application and intent to the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities. Learning outcome. At the end of the session, students will be able to state the outline of the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities. To be able to identify the isolated danger marks, safe water marks, and special marks. Importance of the topic. The aim of Ayala Maritime Voyage System is to describe the principles and rules of the Ayala Voyage System, recognize the characteristics, region, and use of different marks. Isolated danger marks. As the name suggests, these buoys are used to mark dangers to shipping. They highlight and bring to the attention of mariners any hazards or dangers to safe navigation. These marks can be distinguished from other marks by their top marks, which consist of two black spheres, one above the other, and by their color black, which one or more red horizontal bands. The rhythm of light, group flashing too, can easily be retained in memory by correlating to its top mark two black spheres. Isolated danger marks shows where there is an isolated danger mark that has navigable water all around it. For example, an isolated shoal, rock, or wreck. But don't pass too close.
Isolated danger marks. So the use is isolated danger marks are erected on or moored on or above. Isolated dangers of limited extent which have navigable water around them. The extent of the surrounding navigable water in immaterial such as a mark can, for example, indicate either a shoal which is well offshore or an islet separated from a coast by a narrow channel. Next is on Admiralty charge. The position of danger is in the center of the symbol indicating the isolated danger buoy will inevitable be slightly displaced. Next is the top mark. Black double spear top marks disposed vertically are a very important feature of isolated danger marks and are carried whenever practicable. Next is the colors. So the color is black with one or more red bands are the colors used for isolated danger marks. So next is the shape. So it has no significance is attached to the shape of an isolated danger mark, but in the case of a buoy, either it is pillar or spar buoy is used. So the light. A white flashing light showing a group of two flashes is used to denote an isolated danger mark. The association of two flashes and the two spears in the top mark may help in remembering these characteristics. Next is the retroreflectors. One or more while bands, letter, numerals, or symbols of retroreflective material are used in the standard of code to distinguish unlighted isolated danger marks. Next is one or more pairs of blue above red bands are used in the comprehensive code. And this is the isolated danger marks. The color is black and red, and the shape is pillar or spar if a buoy. A top mark, two black spheres, one above another. And retroreflector is blue and red, and the light is two white group flashing lights. Next. Isolated danger marks. An isolated danger mark is used to indicate a hazard or shipping such as submerged rock or wreck which has navigable water all around it. It is erected or moored above the hazard. The double spear top mark is an important feature and needs to be visible by day. The top marks should be as large as possible with the spears clearly separated. And the color is black with one or more broad horizontal red bands. So it should be one or more red bands. And the buoy shape is optional but not conflicting with lateral marks, pillar or spar preferred. The top mark is two black spears, one above another, and the light is white, and the light rhythm is group flashing lights, white lights. Safe watermarks. Unlike other marks that use horizontal stripes, this is only marked to use vertical stripes. Such a safe watermark does not point to any danger but specifies that safe navigable water is all around the mark. Safe watermarks are instrumental to mariners as they indicate the beginning of marked channel. So when a mariner sees a safe watermark on the chart, he should soon realize that he is approaching a channel. It is a demarcation between open sea waters and confined waters. It indicates the entrance to any port. It also points out the best point of the passage under a fixed bridge. Lastly, safe watermark use a red ball as a top mark. Safe watermarks can be used in a line to mark navigable water, safe water route through shallow areas.
Safe watermarks. Use. Safe watermarks used to indicate that there is a navigable water all around the mark. Such a mark may be used as a center line, a channel, or landfall, po- landfall point, or to indicate the best point of passage under a fixed bridge. So, safe watermarks daw, sabutan na kung naay ka na mga safe na gianan ba, ka na walay mga danger diya. So, top mark. A red spherical top mark is a very important feature if the buoy is not spherical and is fitted whenever practicable. Colors. Red and white stripes are used for safe watermarks and distinguish them from the black branded danger marks. So, safe watermarks kay red and white stripes and isolated danger marks katong black and red. So, manakalayan nila. Shape, spherical, pillar, or spar buoys are used safe watermarks. Next. Light. A white light occulting or isophase or showing a single long flash or Morse code A is used for safe watermarks when lighted. If a long flash, example, a flash of not less than 2 seconds is used, the period of the light is 10 seconds. So, giingin rin na, a white light daw kuno occulting or isophase. So, muna ng occulting kay ang duration sa kanang light is it's much more greater than the kanang kanang sa pag dark sa pagpawong sa light ba kanang pag on pag siga sa light o pagpawong mas taas pa ko ng duration sa light. And isophase kay ang duration sa light ug sa kanang dark kay kanang same ra daw same ra. retro Retroreflectors. One or more white bands, letters, numerals, or symbols of retroreflective material are used in the standard code to distinguish unlighted safe watermarks. Red and white stripes or bands are used in the comprehensive code. Next is safe watermarks. So, mo ni siya ang image sa safe watermarks. Mo ni siya na white o red color compared sa isolated danger na black o red. So, dili safe watermarks color red and white. Shape niya spherical, pillar or spar. Top mark red sphere. Reflector red and white. Light when fitted, white, isophase or vaulting, or long flashing every 10 seconds or Morse code A. Next. Safe watermarks indicate there is a navigable water all around the mark, including the end of a channel or mid-channel. However, this mark does not mark a danger. They are the only mark to have vertical stripes. In the table 4.1, kanang safe watermarks na dili ang characteristics sa safe watermarks. So, color, red and white, vertical stripes, boy shape, spherical, pillar or spar with spherical top mark. Top mark, if any, single and sphere. Light color when fitted, white. Light rhythm when fitted, isophase, occulting one long flash every 10 seconds or more A. Special marks. Special marks are used to denote mariners areas with special features. They do not play any major role in facilitating mariners in safe navigation. They only point out areas of certain interest to mariners. The nature of such areas can be found by consulting the charts of sailing directions. Special marks may indicate spoil grounds, military exercise areas, recreational zones, boundaries of anchorage areas, cables and pipelines, dead ends, mooring areas, protected areas, marine farms or aquaculture, oil wells, ODAS or Ocean Data Acquisition System, which gather information about wind speed, pressure, salinity, and temperature. So kining special marks, makita po ni siya sa AIS niya, makita ang mga anchorage areas, military exercise areas, naman yung mga symbols niya or katusad sa sailing directions and charts. And these charts can easily be demarcated from other buoys by their yellow color and top mark, which is a cross.
So special mark may be used to indicate the mariner to a special area or feature, the nature directions or notice to mariners. Post. So it includes the marking of Ocean Data Acquisition System or ODAS buoys. So the traffic separation scheme where use of the conventional channel marking might cause confusion. Through many schemes are marked by lateral and special safe watermark. It also has a spoil ground, military exercise zone, cable or pipelines, including outfall pipes, recreation zone, and another function of a special mark is to define a channel within a channel. So, for example, a channel for deep draft vessel in a wide estuary where a limit of channel for normal navigation are marked by red and green lateral buoys. May have boundaries of the deep channel indicated by yellow buoys of the appropriate lateral shape or its center line marked by yellow spherical buoys. So top mark, a single yellow X is the form of top mark used for a special mark when one is carried. The color is yellow is the color used for special mark shape of The shape is spear. Facial boy is optional, but they must not conflict with those used for lateral of safe watermark. For example, an outfall buoy on the port hand side of a channel could be can shape but not conical. So lights, yellow light is used when one is exhibited, and the rhythm may be in any and other than those used for cardinal, isolated, danger, and safe watermarks. So the following are permitted example: ground uh, coating, flashing, group flashing with group flashing with a group of 4, 5, exceptional 6 flashes, composite group flashing, Morse code letter other than Morse code A, alpha, delta, and uniform. So this is an example of a special mark where you can see that it has a X mark and the color is yellow. So the color is yellow, the shape is optional, the top mark is X, it's also optional, uh, retroflector is yellow. So this is now the summary of this special mark. So special mark do not usually assist navigation, but are used to indicate the features such as recreation zone, speed limit, mooring areas or cable and pipelines, including outfall sewage pipes. So the color is yellow. Buoy shape optional, but not conflicting with navigational mark. Top mark, if any, single yellow X shape, and light color when fitted is yellow. Light rhythm when fitted, any other than those described, or cardinal isolated danger and safe watermarks. So this is our reference, and that's end our topic.